Coach, does the injury report?
Let me give it to you here. Who are you asking about? You know, the out guys are obviously Joe, Hireman, Parks, Callahan, and James. Walker's questionable. Pardon me? DeMarcus Walker.
Do we know yet if there's any roster moves?
Yeah. Corey Nelson obviously is going to IR. We're going to bring up Josh Watson. Joe Flacco's going to IR, and we're bringing up Ripien. Okay?
What went into the decision with Joe? I know you're balancing the lengthy absence versus.
At best, you know, it was a 6 weeks where he could do nothing. You know, when I say nothing, absolutely nothing. So he would need probably 2 weeks to get back, and good chance that it would be 8 of doing nothing, and then another week or 2 to get ready. So you guys can do the math. So it kind of became an easy decision.
Are these the quarterbacks you're looking to roll with moving forward, or are you looking for?
No, right now these are the guys we're using.
Does this affect your clock on Drew and anything?
No. You know, one of the biggest things that everybody's missed with the Drew situation is if we had practiced him this week, that's 1 week. Next week's a bye week. That counts as the second week, even though we're not practicing. So that's part of the decision. You know, if we would have practiced him this week, he'd get nothing in his second week. So.
Will you make a determination on Callahan one way or the other after the bye?
I can't answer that.
How's Joe handled what's happening right now?
Good. You know, I mean, he's not happy about it, obviously. He's kind of surprised because he really doesn't feel that bad. You know, the doctors are surprised he's not feeling worse based upon the MRIs and the tests, et cetera. So, you know, he's frustrated, down a little bit, but, you know, he's a pro.
Is it still just rest, not surgery?
Correct. That's the what we're doing right now.
And will he be engaged in doing everything else?
Yeah, he's been in meetings all week. I didn't have him come out to practice this week, but he might be out to practice some in the future.
How do you think he's helping Brandon?
A lot.
What kind of week did Brandon have in the last 2 practices?
I think pretty good. You know, I'm anxious to see him play.
Emmanuel had a nice. Did you watch Emmanuel or hear him?
I did not.
He had a big game. Surprised you?
No. That's why we got a 3rd and a 4th for him.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach.
Okay.
At the halfway point for the special teams, Tom, what do you like and what's the focus on?
Got to do a lot better in coverage, you know, no question about it. Return-wise, I think we're getting much, much better in terms of the transition part of it, but we got to do better in coverage. And then from a punt standpoint, you know, the thing Colby's got to do is he's got to hit the edges, and then he's got to give us that hang time to help that coverage. Brandon's got to make sure we make every single field goal. So we have a lot of things we have to improve on. I would say the biggest thing I think that's pretty steady right now is Spence. You know, he's really settled in that returner spot for us, and we've needed that, in my opinion, the last about year and a half.
Tim Patrick back practicing, obviously still a couple of weeks out, but how much do you expect him to help out on the coverage when he gets back in there?
A bunch. He's a great player. You know, he's really, really hard to single as a gunner, and then he's very, very hard in kick coverage in order to – what they're going to have to do is going to have to double him. So it should help us a ton.
How much have you seen Spencer's decision-making improve?
The last 2 weeks, a lot. Much, much better. You know, up until then it was, you know, everything was a little bit new to him, but he's done a nice job.
You called up Josh Watson. What kind of week do you have on special teams?
He'll start on every single unit, to be honest with you. Josh brings a physical presence. He brings a football presence. I really like Josh as a young player. He loves football, and he gives it every single rep.
What players have grown the most out there in the first 8 games beyond Diontae Spencer from what you've seen?
I think all the young guys have. You know, I think they've done a nice job. Malik, he's done a great job on punt. You know, that's the only one he plays on, but he's settled in at that guard spot. Beck has done a really nice job. He's never played it on coverage. He's never been on special teams, and he's done a really nice job. But I think all those young guys are doing a good job. It was great to see 15 last week. He was a big presence, and he's a big man that plays hard. I think the young guys are playing well.
I'll do it.
Thank you.